Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo Hero here. Cha, 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 baby. I'm back for day 7, the final day of Echo Z Cero presents Troma Week. And for this day, I'll be looking at the 2010 movie, The Taint. A most interesting movie. Like here it says, "Ain't it cool news? A film experience I will never forget. One of the most insanely funny films I've seen in years." It's definitely gonna burn itself in your memory. Now, basically, the story is that uh, the water's been contaminated, it's been tainted, and turning men into violent, homicidal lunatics who go around attacking and killing women. And we get to see some of these moments, like they throw this woman off a bridge, and then they rip her leg off, and they bash her head in with a rock. Set another woman on fire, cutting women in half. It's particularly violent. And we're introduced to our main character of Phil, who's played by Drew Baldick, who is the writer and director of this film. And he is like this high school guy who likes skateboarding and not really applying himself, particularly to PE. He does not like PE, and he clashes with his PE teacher. And him and this girl all kind of hanging out and get ready to go to a little bit of bow chicka wow wow before this guy shows up with a sigh and running around with a severed penis. And he goes on the run. And eventually he gets attacked with some people and is saved by this woman who reveals that for the last 12 days men have been acting up anyone who drinks the water, which he hasn't had any water, so he's not tainted. And she, in the flashbacks, talks. You see that she had a happy life, she had a husband, everything was all cool, until he became tainted, and she tried to kill him, so she bashed his head in and ripped his brains out. Anyway, she tried to take him to what she says will be this perhaps untainted water source, because he's thirsty. And they run into his PE teacher and his crew, who want to get their hands on the girl, and the PE teacher wants to beat the crap out of him. But they get saved by this guy wearing a mask, who reveals that he created this. This is all because of him. That him and this other scientist, played also by the writer-director, the same guy who plays Glenn also plays a different character of the scientist, who the two scientists basically created this thing that's supposed to help them get laid and also give them big penises. But it backfired and turned men into these homicidal lunatics. And we see a lot of flashbacks, again, him showing how everything happened, even how he lost his face. The PE teacher ripped the one scientist's face off. How the other scientist got killed. How the woman, the one scientist who lost his face, she gets killed off screen, but we see her body. And that there's one way to stop the men, and that's basically to blow or rip or cut off the genitalia. Hey, Wes. Got dick ripping scenes in it. Now, there's a lot of moments in this film. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. That I can say it might not be people's cups of tea. I'm looking at it as a Troma film, which is, Troma, whether it has a tendency of making or distributing films that are pretty out there. I mean, out there. And this movie definitely screams Troma big time. Visually, we see a lot of violence, a lot of male genitalia, and characters who are just like cartoonish, like in the way they act. I mean, it's completely different. Now, somebody, it might have been Hobbs, or it could have been Bones, but one of them was the first one to bring up this film. Could be wrong, could be somebody else. But then I came across it on sale, and I was like, wanting to build my Troma collection, so I picked it up. And yeah, that's Glenn right there, and he's got this bad blonde wig on, and the way he acts and everything. I mean, This is a film I would say watch at your own risk, because you might end up getting freaked out. You might end up being turned off and being like, what the fuck is this? But hey, again, it's Troma. So, in my book, that gives it a pass. Now, this video is probably not gonna be as long as some other videos, because I want to turn that back on. It's been hot here. I want to thank everybody who was part of Troma Week. This is the debut for it, and if it does good, I'll bring it back next year. But anyways, I am the Pacific Northwest geek Echo Z Cero, and I will see you in Tromaville. Tuda, watch at your own risk. Lou.